Rodney, thank you so much for joining us today. To kick it off, do you mind just giving a brief intro of who you are and how you use interactive demos at Remote?
Yeah, my name is Rodney, and I'm a product marketing manager at Remote. We are a global HR platform, and we have a lot of different products and kind of features that we want to show our customers and show the market. And so we found Navatic as a really great way to show things visually and also to keep those updated at all times without having to reshoot demo videos over and over again.
That's awesome. As someone who used to have to make demo videos, I can definitely relate a little bit to the pain of having to, one thing changes in the UI and then having to entirely redo them.
Yeah, I feel like I was redoing videos every week, and that was not good for me. It was not good for the video team. It was taking a lot of extra resources. So now I can just kind of go and do those things on my own without having to involve a lot of other people.
Awesome. And I know we were talking about a little before you hopped on. You guys, it sounds like you have multiple demos for multiple different product lines, using them on the website, but also would love to touch how you use them in like marketing email campaigns and also in your sales cycle.
Yeah, so the main use that we have for them is on our website. We have these different product pages, and we're able to show details about the product, what it looks like, how it is to use, some of the kind of features and benefits at a really high level, which is so nice. And then we give people the opportunity to book a full demo if they want to learn more and dive deeper. But we're also starting to use these a lot in some integrated campaigns. For example, we have some new drip emails that kind of go out after someone creates an account and becomes a customer. And we're trying to use these to teach them how to add their first employee or how to run their first payroll or things like that, that are kind of how they get to value. We want to help them get there.
I love that use case because especially if, you have a new user, they might be excited, but maybe they're not ready to dive right into the product yet. It's kind of like a low
hmm
touch way. It's like, hey, you can learn a little bit, but without having to do any setup yet. Just kind of learning a little bit before doing.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who sign up because our product is free to kind of start it and get using. Basically, you can create an account for free, no credit card required. So people are coming in. We have a lot of people that kind of get in and poke around, but they're not really sure what they're supposed to do next. So that gives us the opportunity as well within the product. So we have this new user dashboard, and it gives people kind of a checklist of things to do. And within that, we have some demos so we can show them some of those kind of first things they should be focusing on.
I love that in product use case. It's a little meta when it's like, here's a demo video,
Yeah.
here's a product tour
Yeah.
of your product within the product itself.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about that is that when you come into our product, it is pretty basic. It's not built out yet because they haven't done anything, right? It starts to get more valuable as you add your employees and you start to add their details and, payroll runs, things like that. But if you are able to go in and see a fully built out demo environment and kind of what that will look like down the road, it gives people kind of an idea and an excitement about, hey, I want to get there, so I'm going to learn how to do these things.
Yeah, a little bit of motivation to get them going. It sounds like your
Yeah.
team's building out a lot of demos. Very impressive. Would
Mhm.
love to take a step back and hear like what is your demo building process and how do you maybe repurpose some of those demos so it's not starting from scratch each time?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that has helped these demos be valuable is for us, before just jumping in and starting to put them together, we've created really nice demo environments that we can keep up to date ourselves. Any new features that come out, we can kind of showcase those as soon as they roll out. We're constantly rolling out new things. And so, as product marketing, we kind of own those demo environments. And that gives us a really nice kind of playground to build, to get these screenshots, to show these different kind of use cases of what people can do. And then we just really go in and create what is the path that we want to show, like what's the way that someone is going to be able to get to value, and then we kind of build that story, and then we guide them through that story with the Novatic demo.
And that's awesome. You have that really nice, demo environment. I think that does make a big difference. Or if you can make some edits with our editor feature. Do you guys
hmm
plan out beforehand? Like, do you storyboard it all, write it, or are you guys kind of experts, but you can just start taking captures and work from directly in the demo?
Yeah, we definitely storyboard it. It's similar to how we used to film full demos, right? You have to storyboard and kind of know what story you're telling and what you're showing. So we're able to do that and then just make that storyboard come to life with the Novatic once we get in and start adding the steps and kind of the screenshots.
Awesome. And as far as actually, going from new product launch to demo built, is it now just part of the process that when there is a new bigger product launch, it's like, okay, we know we need a blog post of this and a demo. Like, how have you incorporated it into your product launch process?
Yeah, we have a full go-to-market kind of template. So every time something new is coming, either a new feature or a new benefit or even a full new product, we have a list that we can pull from. Like you said, we need a social media post, we need to update our emails, we need to update our website. So we now have a update Novatic or create Novatic, and that will give us basically a reminder that, hey, we need to go in and make sure that those are up to date. But it's so nice that we can do that without, again, having to bug other teams, without having to involve the video editing department and try to get on their radar. Kind of, we as product marketing can go in and just make those changes ourselves for the most part.
Yeah. I need to start using that like checklist when doing my own product launches because that's so nice to just think, okay, do this, this, and then do you have like a standard Novatic template that you work off of? Like, is there one gold star that you then just clone and maybe swap out the captures, or is it different for every new product launch?
We've started to clone it because we like to have the same format for all of them so they feel cohesive. So they always have kind of the starting intro. Here's how to get people excited about it. It has a nice little image that matches the images on our website, has the blurred background. And then as you jump in, then it becomes bright and clean, and then you're actually in the product clicking around. So yeah, we followed that format, and it's been really nice that they all feel the same, but they're obviously showing different things.
Yeah, I've been seeing especially, more companies that have like a lot of different product lines, that kind of templatized approach, which seems to be working out really
Mhm.
nice because then you don't have to worry about, oh, if someone else is building it, what if they, have a different style or different language? It kind of keeps that cohesive nature of all the different demos.
Yeah, especially because there are 5 or 6 of us on our team who are actively in at all times building out demos or working on demos. So it's nice to be able to have some sort of baseline that we can all work from and again create that cohesion.
So you've already given a lot of great recommendation tips, but let's say you have a new member on your team who just joined the Novatic workspace. What are your tips
Mhm.
for a Novatic newbie for their first time playing with Novatic?
I would say, I mean, I like to kind of show them, hey, here's, give them a little intro myself. I know there's some really great resources, but kind of showing, hey, this is how we use it at Remote. Um, Otherwise, I tell them to go kind of just play around with it and build out their first one. I feel like once you get used to it and you realize, okay, so I need to go get the screen grabs and then I need to come back and like start building out the storyboard. I need to make sure that the steps flow correctly. I feel like as if you're actually in the product doing it, that stuff clicks so much faster.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm that way with new products. Like, I like to jump in, but during these interview
Hmm.
series, I've heard a few people say, you just got to play with it. So that's a good recommendation for anyone out there. Like, just build one and then you'll learn how to polish later.
Hmm. Yeah, even if it's a simple 3, 4, 5 step flow, it really teaches you the building blocks that need to be done in order to create that.
Awesome. Okay, last question for me today. Curious if
Mhm.
you've gotten any results or feedback from whether using it on the website or using it in your sales cycle, just like how these demos are performing.
Yeah, they're performing really well in the sense that people are actually viewing them, right? Because we made them available in so many places and they're so easy to like, embed in our website or link from an email or link from even within the product. We've had an amazing amount of views and interactions and people that have completely clicked from beginning to end on these. And that's exciting for us because sometimes it's hard to tell if you're sending someone a PDF or you're sending someone some other, a video, you can maybe see, if they played it or not. But this really gives us how far did they get? What did they click? Did they click the CTA at the end? And all of that information is really valuable. And we've just seen that people are responding well to these and like them.
That's awesome. Love to hear. Yeah, and it's cool that you can go in and see like, okay, this prospect looked at this feature versus this feature, and
Hmm.
get a little more data than if, to your point, if you just send a PDF, you're like, did you read it? Did you like it? Did you just say you read it? You don't really know.
Yeah, and we've just started using the new accounts feature, I think it's called, where you can
Yeah.
see who viewed what, and that's really nice to just see like which companies are interested in this product or which companies have visited this, area a lot.
I love to hear that. That was like one thing I was really excited about in Novatic, so awesome to hear you
Yeah,
guys are starting to use it.
yeah, it's great.
Cool. Well, this was super insightful, Rodney. Thank you so much for joining us, and just, yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.